Bitcoin hits all-time high of $48.3 thousand by now as Tesla buys $1.5 billion Bitcoin. And the question is the Apple next? And now let's find out. So doing a recap because we didn't catch this news from today. I was working, of course. As you can see, they bought 1.5 billion in BTC. Elon Musk in the previous days and weeks is shilling Bitcoin and Dogecoin, unfortunately a lot over here, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, actually what they did, they changed the policy of their investing so they can buy some of the Bitcoins as they plan to do. I do believe that Tesla had in advance planned to actually buy Bitcoin. So what they do, they invest and aggregate 1.5 billion in a Bitcoin under this policy and may acquire and hold digital assets from time to time or long term. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, they are going to accept Bitcoin as a payment method. This is huge for our products in the near future, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis, which we may or may not liquidate upon receipt. When they compare with their state of money, right, what kind of a budgeting they're doing, so they are going to liquidate or not. This is very, very clever move for the Tesla. Now going to the next one over here, we again mentioning Elon. Crypto-friendly US senator invites Elon Musk to move to Wyoming. So this is the state in United States. I heard about this state actually maybe one time in my life. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are from here. Saying the state has the best laws for digital assets. So pretty much she is inviting him through the Twitter, maybe through with some sort of a joke, maybe she's just trying it, right? Hey Elon Musk, I hear Wyoming is one of the most business friendly states in the nation and has the best laws for digital assets in the US. Ever think about reallocating? This is good, but as you can see, they're inviting him after he is actually getting into the Bitcoin, into the digital assets. So most probably if he do this, if he even think about it, he would, lift this Wyoming state in the skies. So we will see if he will decide to do this. Nevertheless, whoever doesn't know what Wyoming is popular about, in crypto space, actually, they do have, I think, Kraken in their state about the regulations. They gave them a lot of freedom to open banks or something, if I remember good. So let me know in the comment section down below if someone is from this state, what is going on there when it comes to digital assets. Switching to the next one, ladies and gentlemen, as the title says, will Apple be the next company to adopt Bitcoin after Tesla? This is a huge question mark. This is a huge question overall in the crypto space, also because the Apple is one of the strongest one and also one of the biggest ones. So in this case scenario, we have one analyst, Paul Steve. So what he basically says over here is if the Apple enters the market of the Bitcoin or the crypto sphere in general, they're pretty much phone company. So if they come into the exchange business, as the competitor to the Binance, they could make some serious money in the crypto space. Even if their services are not way too good, Apple is a big brand. Everybody knows about Apple. iPhone is overrated when it comes to the name. I think so, and because of that, I do believe that the Bitcoin and crypto space could gain much more fuel just because of the name, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be important. So pretty much in a few clicks, iPhone, Apple in general could make crypto available, and just imagine how many people are using the Apple. You probably, especially US citizens, Europeans also. Incredible. I think this could be very big if Apple actually decides to enter the crypto on a bigger scale. I'm not talking about buying the Bitcoin and crypto space in general. I'm talking about pretty much business around crypto space. And as you can see, every single country is rushing to regulate this crypto space, and the institutions are going to be also in the race to as fast as possible enter the market on any sort of a way whatsoever. Now, however, if they decide to buy crypto or Bitcoin in this case scenario. Torozo Investments portfolio manager Dan Weisskopf said that Apple investing between 10 to 20 billion into Bitcoin would be more profitable in the long term than the tech company aggressively buying back stock, which is totally normal. You have way too bigger market capitalization in Apple in general to lift the price so easily, and in this case scenario just throw 10 to 20 billions and you're going to see the magic, especially when other institutions decide to follow Apple, and also the other institutions are as Grayscale, MicroStrategy, or in this case scenario Tesla also, and whatever. Slowly but surely snowball effect is happening. So this is the hypothetically theory what could happen if Apple decides, but I do believe that the Apple could be next. Do you believe? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, nevertheless, after buying those 1.5 billions from Tesla, of course, they had a lot of critics from all kind of people, but Elon Musk is all the time getting critics. We all know that, but he's still succeeding, as you can see now, to become one of the richest men in the world. Nevertheless, another critics by FT, Campbell Harvey of Duke University of Durham, North Carolina, called Tesla's Bitcoin accusation unusual and risky. Critics of Tesla, blah blah blah. So we're not going to go through this, it's stupid. The important thing is we're going to go through is what MicroStrategy CEO said actually for this, and why Tesla actually followed their steps. Companies that are converting their dollars into Bitcoin are taking non-performing asset cash and they are turning in the best performing asset. Bitcoin has been appreciating at something like 230% year after year for a decade. I'd rather have a volatile appreciation at 230% a year than a stable depreciation at the rate of 15 to 20% a year, which is one of the biggest reasons most probably why they entered the market. They calculated everything, and this is one of the most obvious calculation that and the reason why they entered the market. Also, if you think about, they know very good what will happen when they announce that they are actually entering the market. So once they enter the market, they pretty much calculated much more than this, because they're actually hyping the crypto space, Bitcoin space, and the world to actually buy and lift the prices towards the upside. So this is win-win for everyone pretty much, if you ask me. Switching to the next one, Yearn Finance very quickly puts expanded treasury to use by repaying victims of $11 million hack. This is very nice to hear. We're not going to go through that, but it's very good news to mention if you lost something in this hack, you know. Switching to the next one, Binance quietly drops multi-million Forbes defamation lawsuit. Actually, what happens over here in November, I actually skipped this news, so we didn't cover it on our channel. But as I went through this article, what happens is that some information leaking happened from the Binance from some of the worker, right, and came somehow in the hands of the Forbes journalists. Over here, it's Michael Del Castillo and Jason Brett, and I got those informations that two documents. In one document, Binance plans to engage with various regulatory bodies with no expectations of success, and in the other, supposed strategies detailed in documents include preemptively joining self-regulatory organizations and allegedly using virtual private networks, VPNs, to evade regulatory scrutiny. So pretty much two documents that are not fitting with each other. I would like to say this is one of the BS, because it's too much science fiction over here, but nevertheless everything is possible with the Binance. They are big and they are going to try everything if it's going in their own hand. Nevertheless, they manage, as you can see, to drop those charges against those two journalists for the lies and everything. Binance continued to firmly believe that the Forbes article dated October 29, 2020 is false and misleading, as the company stated in its complaint against Forbes. Binance is committed to complying with all applicable laws and regulations, and the allegations by Forbes to the contrary have no merit. However, in the interest of providing the best possible service to its users, especially in this time of unprecedented growth, the company is not pursuing the litigations at this time. So they are dropping those charges against those two journalists, and I think this is going to end pretty much there. Maybe that they thought these kind of news are going to, make them trouble on the way to the upside, to the expanding themselves. But since that's not the case, maybe this is the reason why they just dropped quietly this lawsuit, and it's going to be forgotten, as it is most probably. Everybody are using Binance anyway. Now, switching very quickly to the Bitcoin price over here, there is not much to talk, ladies and gentlemen. I talked in the previous video. You need to check out the previous video from the yesterday. We discussed about this area over here of the trading of the Bitcoin, and as you can see, we expected some kind of a slow grow and then push towards the upside, but Bitcoin over here managed to surprise us. I discussed also about this week yesterday, and I told you if we stay above this week over here, we most probably going to break towards the upside, and that happened yesterday. In yesterday's day, if we zoom in a little bit, you can see over here that we managed to hold these levels anyway. So this week is held, as you can see, and already next candle when the Tesla entered the market, we spiked above this zone over here. Now, what could potentially happen now is that we may break, we may consolidate few more days over here, at least this week on this area, and then make some bull flag and then surge to the upside again, or we may actually retest this zone, which is pretty much valid right now. We have a clean shot, clean retest over here on these candles and wicks, and this is one of the reasons why we may actually see around retest or something like that before we surge towards the upside, as this would be a resistance area. This is my some logical and very simple technical analysis for this day. We're not going to complicate it too much because it's unnecessary. Another thing that I want to mention is the bearish divergence that is kind of trying to form over here. Of course it's too early to discuss about that. If we see some correction, then most probably this bearish divergence on the daily chart will play out, so we will see further drop. But nevertheless, the bearish divergence is still here. It's still young, as you can see over here, but it's there. So make sure to watch, especially on the MACD also. MACD is also very eligible for that kind of a stuff. As we're speaking for other altcoins, we're not going to go through them, but pretty much we are in plus in every single one of them that we bought on this channel. They're surging pretty well, at least maybe one is in minus over here, or I could be wrong. I think every single one of them is in plus. We're trading them, we're discussing about them on this channel, so make sure if you like those sort of stuff, check out our previous videos, hit that like and subscribe button. I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this update and you learned something or got informed. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this sort of content. I'm trying to change my approach towards the news, to explain much faster and to discuss about price, so we can fit everything in one video and you will not waste too much of your time. I wanna go straight to the point for you, but we have a lot of informations. I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like, subscribe button if you like this sort of a content. I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos, and until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.